What's up, dog?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Listen.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Carnage. Thank you, bro.
You like it?
I love it. Oh my god. I'll put this against my wall. Oh my god, I love it.
He was so excited. He told me he loved it so many times. And I didn't get it on video, but he was like, oh man, the attention to detail was awesome. Like, it felt nice. And I'm so happy that he loved it. He was asking for it for a bit if you didn't catch it in the comments. So I had to drop everything I was doing to get it done in time for his birthday. Unfortunately, I couldn't get this video out on time too, but it's cool. It's a decision I had to make to focus on his painting. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys through this process. As always, the first thing I do is sketch out the subject. It's crucial with doing an art piece. I can't say this enough. Whether you're doing it in pencil, paint, crayon, ink, you know, I don't know, color pencil, whatever. Just sketch it out. That way you get the overall composition down and just work from there. Whether you want to make it bigger or smaller, it's just going to get so much easier after. I'm doing it straight onto the canvas with the paint itself. And once I have the sketch done, I'll begin blocking in with the colors that are more or less in the general area. Not exact colors, but a tint of it. For example, like, you know, the dark red where the darkest parts are going to be, or the, you know, lighter, somewhat shade of red where the lighter red is going to be. But, you know, just to get an idea. In this stage, you don't worry about details. You don't worry about, you just block in, fix your composition as you go, you know, lay down some color, kind of figure out if you want to do this or not. If it works, you keep it and make it, you know, fit into the painting. If you don't, you paint over it. You know, this is like an experimental stage. You're blocking in, sketching, and figuring out how everything's gonna go. For the background, I had a general idea of what I wanted. I was looking at like a bluish color, maybe like a dark turquoise. I wasn't 100% sure. I put it down on the canvas just to get an idea of what it's gonna look like. Quick wash of it is not, you know, not thick layer, just a nice quick wash. Since I already did the blocking, the next step was to get a bit tighter with the shapes and the colors. In that process, I'll be breaking down the lightest areas and the darkest areas. You know, you want to get a sense of where all the shades and the highlights are going to be, but no details yet, just overall tighter shapes. Think of it as like level 2 of blocking in. So while I was putting down paint, I accidentally grabbed the green, and then I got the crazy idea of putting green somewhere in this painting, but I wasn't sure where. So what I did was add it in the background up against Carnage to see how it looked. I wasn't too crazy about it, but it did seem a little interesting, a little different. So then I mixed it in with the blue a little bit, and then I just used blue itself just to see what worked. But, you know, I had to put that aside again and jump back into Carnage, because if not, I was gonna go crazy. Once you have all of the blocking in done and you got all your lights and darks in, then you can get a little more exact with your colors. You can start putting in different shades, warmer colors, your cooler colors. You can play around. You can get a little more detailed now. At this point, you're also going to want to switch around on brushes. You use the bigger brushes for bigger strokes and blocking in and covering ground, and then the smaller brushes for more detailed work like highlights and, you know, edges and shadows and stuff like that. For example, here when I'm switching over to a smaller brush. Right here, the background is very distracting, so I just put down the dark blue color that I was thinking about, and I ended up liking it. It worked out. Working on the teeth was a bit of a challenge. I can say it was definitely the hardest part about the whole piece. Getting the teeth to look sharp, round, not flat. It was pretty tricky. And I'll say this in case anybody needs to know, teeth are not fully white, especially not a monster's teeth. If you look at movies and cartoons and stuff like that, it's always yellow or like a gray. It looks really dirty. Sometimes they got a little something in their teeth, Same thing with the eyes. Never fully white. There's always a reflection of some kind of color depending on what they're looking at or, what they're close to. There's always a reflection. As I paint, you'll notice that I start with the darkest colors and I slowly lighten them up every layer I work in that section. It's a great way of creating depth and giving you a nice gradient. For example, around the eyes, it goes from almost black to almost white. Same thing in the tongue. It goes from a light pink to like a burgundy, I guess. And then same thing on the skin or the suit, whatever you want to name it. It goes from like a really dark red to like a lightish yellowish red. As I filled in the background, I realized that the subtle green and the subtle blue up against Carnage was really making everything pop. So I left it. This is actually my favorite part. The saliva was so much fun to do. And after all the final touches, it's time to sign, which I'll be doing with the yellow Posca marker, and then it's finished. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Turn on the bell for notifications so that you don't miss my other videos. In the description, I will have affiliate links to some of the products that I use. If you do purchase from them, I get a small commission. It really helped me and my channel out. And as always, I'll catch you guys soon.